Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Houston Cougars. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Hey guys, Houston's head coach told me right before the game he is thrilled to be back at his alma mater. All of the things that make this place so special, he is so familiar with. And he knows that he can bring this place to a better than a top 25 finish. He understands that they were good last year, but that was not enough. He is ready to take this team to the top here at home. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Houston's offense will go to work first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties, because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take it.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And, man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself, because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
Running inside, it's Lacey. Brought down at the 28, a chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cook. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gonna run it, it's Lacey. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down here, probably.
Touchdown, Rebels. Excellent pass by the back on the option. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
What a a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's straight. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Walker. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? To the air. It's Wegman. That's caught. It's Walker. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the transfer. 1st carry.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Hughes. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Flips it out in the flat. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Houston will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Got enough for the 1st. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. He now has 61 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Got it behind the line. It's Gill. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Alexander. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. Wants to throw it again. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out. It's straight. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football. I tell you what, watching Houston a year ago, man, they really did a great job on defense. And then when the run game was going and Connor Wigman throwing in the running game, they really could take off and play good games. Now, bringing in Hughes from Oregon, they're hoping to get now that 1-2 punch with Wegman, Palmer, that can get this offense to the next level.
You really do have to be impressed with head coach Willie Fritz and the job he's doing here in the portal, trying to bolster what he already has established. You mentioned the defense and you mentioned quarterback, but you know he wants to be physical. He wants to run the football. Mekhi Hughes is a guy that can help them do that, and so it's going to be really interesting to watch this Cougars offense this year as they try and navigate the Big 12.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air. It's Wegman. He's got him this time.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. On the ground, it's Lacey. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's going to take off. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Gill. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Down to 2 minutes before the half. They'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. He's got him. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were. That's why they got the first down.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Wide open downfield. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense working from the pistol. Looking to throw on first down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Keeps looking downfield. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That's caught. It's Haas. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 25 team, the Florida Gators.
And the Cougars will kick it off to start the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Turns it on in midfield. He's loose down the middle. Past the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Rebels. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he puts through the extra point. And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The run inside. It's Hughes. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. The Cougars moving quickly to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Gets it out quickly. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Hughes. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball. And
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Under fire. Lets it fly. Finds his man. It's Broussard. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Cougars, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside. It's Hughes.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Quarterback keep. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Trying to run, it's Hughes.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive...
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. There he goes. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
when you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Looking for more room. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Pulls it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walker. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Line gets set. First down. Back to throw, it's Wegman. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The run inside. It's Lacey. Quick step and go. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab in their space. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Turning it on. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Rebels. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Rebels surge back on top. They'll try to add another to their lead. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He's going to get loose. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Rebels offense is back on the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to throw it again. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Rebels. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a two-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Wegman. Under fire, on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Houston wants to play fast. Out of the shotgun on third down. Finds his big tight end.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Martin. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a
full dive to haul that one in. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. Into the house. Touchdown, Cougars! The Cougars with the immediate response. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the ground, it's Lacey. Picks up the first down. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. From the 22 on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Houston offense comes onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Throws to the tight end. A spectacular one-hand grab. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Finds his man. It's Young. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Rebels. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coach.
Oh, a lot of space. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Houston going up-tempo.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team is a team